Move, I need to move. I'm running out of time. I need to secure the package. There it is. Package secured. Good. The boss doesn't like to wait. Now I just have to make it to the drop-off point in time. Breaching. There he is, the dog man. Guess what, buddy? I got you a box from Chewy. We almost missed your treat time. Hope you enjoy, bud. We got some freeze-dried raw dog training treats. Oh, look at the man. Hi, baby. Lay down. Oh, look at that man. Good boy. There you go. Very good. Very good. Mission accomplished. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed that intro, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share. Whether your mission is taxpayer funded or fueled by getting your dog's tail wagging with a fresh box of treats from Chewy that arrived after dark, this night vision recorder from Brown Bear Industries just may be for you. In this video, you'll enjoy raw footage from this unit as well as hearing about my first impressions and an overall review. You'll get a detailed look at the unit itself as well as the complete physical setup, unlike any other video on the topic. We'll discuss potential competition that you may be interested in and who this setup is for. First, my experience with Brown Bear Industries and initial impressions. The shipping was fast. It only took them 2 days to ship the package, but that was over New Year weekend. So compared to a company that prides itself on same day or next day shipping, 2 days shipping on a holiday weekend is respectable. This camera was shipped inside of a small box, and in the box it was wrapped in a bubble envelope accompanied by a beautiful sticker with a handwritten thank you. That I appreciate, and it's worth mentioning. The integrated cable, USB, is not 22 inches as described on the website, so an initial impression is that the cord is a bit shorter than I was anticipating, though it's actually perfect for my setup. The camera starts recording as soon as it's plugged into the power bank, and it does turn on and begin that recording soon enough so that if you have the helmet off of your head, plug the USB into the power bank, and then put the helmet on, rest assured that by the time you start moving and looking around with that POV perspective through your night vision, this unit will be recording exactly what you see. Now, funnily enough, with my specific setup, a PVS-14 with my Team Windy helmet adjusted specifically to my eye, I actually cannot properly mount the camera so that it records perfectly right side up. In fact, I found myself initially assuming that the camera goes at 6 o'clock on the bottom of the unit. This is actually upside down, and in the post or editing process, it's a very simple process, but I just had to flip the image right side up from the upside down perspective. This isn't a huge issue. I could also mount it to the side, but keep in mind, if you want the raw file to be right side up, you actually have to mount this unit at the 12 o'clock position. During the first time out, with it running at 6 o'clock on my unit, I still found that it was actually quite comfortable, and it did touch the nose on occasion, but I had a good time playing with the distance using my Wilcox G24 mount, sliding the unit forward and backwards to and away from my face. Of course, the further away it was, the further away the camera was, and therefore less of a chance of it touching the nose. Not terrible though. The setup as a whole, let's go through every component, so feel free to take notes or just see what I did. I chose the Anker Power Core Select 10,000, which costs approximately $30 and is widely available and is a beautifully large power bank, not just for this application, but just to have around whenever you're even not using the camera, just as a power bank. It's great. I also stuck Velcro strips with adhesive to the power bank itself in order to connect it with the Velcro on the helmet. These Velcro strips cost about $3, and considering that the helmet is rounded, you can see that I put one flat piece of Velcro down the entire length of the power bank, and then on the left and right side I added extra layers of Velcro to accommodate for the curvature of the helmet. The maximum recommended capacity for the micro SD card storage on this unit is 128 gigabytes, and specifically it is recommended to use a SanDisk Ultra, which in this case costs $15 for that exact setup of 128 gigabytes on the SanDisk Ultra micro SD card. For what it's worth, I'm running a Team Wendy X-Fill bump helmet. I don't have the price written down for that because your mileage will vary with that depending on what your helmet is. You do not need this exact helmet. Now let's go ahead into some raw footage with raw audio from the unit. This is exactly as it comes off of the camera, and this is just a reminder that the intro video clip was recorded using an external microphone. So this is going to be an experience of a raw file as you get it off of the recorder. Please enjoy. Audio and visual test of the Brown Bear Industries NVGR. It is currently a clear night, though I am in the woods and there is no moon. I am standing not too far away from a stream, so we will hear possibly the sounds of the running water. Looking up at the sky, can see stars. Would be a fantastic night for the telescope. Might get that out right after this test. This is me talking at a normal to low comfortable volume, and now here I am talking at a somewhat higher volume. This would be the level that you may talk at in a loud environment to somebody else. And now I am speaking at a much higher volume. Some may even consider this yelling. Let's get closer to the water. I can hear this very well with my ears. Walking on rocks. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Raw audio and video from the NVGR. This is a normal volume, and now while walking, testing 1 2 3. Let's see how close of a focus we can get on this little branch here. Very nice. This has been a test. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Not too bad if you ask me. Now let's get into the competition. As you are soon to find out, the Brown Bear NVGR recorder falls just about in the middle between these two competitor products, one of which is more expensive and one of which is lesser expensive. First off, we have the more expensive option, the Because Operator LPMR MK2. This unit comes in two variants, one for $480 and one for $530, depending on whether you get the camera alone or the entire kit. The lesser expensive option is the Unobtainium Gear ANVRS MK3, which sells for $120, nearly as a complete kit, but not quite. The full kit from Because Operator, the LPMR MK2, includes a SanDisk Ultra 64GB micro SD memory card, which holds approximately 9.5 hours of recording time, with a USB adapter for transferring data onto a computer, a small USB power bank, and an inline USB power switch. That's for $530, or the camera alone for $480. The camera records in 1080p, but only 30 frames per second. Comparatively, the ANVRS MK3 from Unobtainium Gear includes the camera, which shoots at 1080p 30 frames per second, with onboard battery, charger, attachment system, but no memory card included, which is why it's only a partial package, and you have to keep in mind that the memory card capacity is only 32 gigabytes for the ANVRS MK3. Those are the two competitive options, a lesser and more expensive. Now, right tucked in the middle, the Brown Bear NVGR comes in at $265, but it shoots at a beautiful 1080p at 60 frames per second, only with the camera included in the purchase. In my opinion, the best bang for the buck is the Brown Bear unit. In conclusion, who is this unit for? Already knowing why I chose this unit, I think it's for anybody. If you're somebody who wants to get other people into night vision, showing them a video from this unit may just spark their interest. I don't know how you can watch something like this and not be interested in performing the activity and coming along. Whether you're a hunter, you're into tactical applications or tactical games, you go on night hikes, or you do various adventures, night vision, fishing, anything that you do with night vision on, you can share it. It does not matter if you're a content creator or not. Maybe you just have social media, or you just have friends and family that you want to share this experience with, and maybe even get them out of the house. This is a great way to capture fantastic footage through your unit. Now, I'll allow the footage from the Brown Bear to speak for itself, but I'm sure that you have one nagging question. You see the camera poking up into your field of view, looking through the night vision unit, and you're thinking to yourself, there's no way that is not an annoying, intrusive object in your field of view. And I'm here to say, I agreed with you up until I actually tried it. If you're into night vision, the best way that I can explain this view to you is think of this camera poking up into your field of view as if it's a rather large black spot in your tube. You can avoid it. In fact, it's actually easier to ignore because it's so much further ahead than what you're focusing on. It's not even in the same plane. So you actually focus through the camera onto whatever you're looking at through your night vision, and the camera itself just becomes a small blur in your vision, and incredibly, it's actually easy to ignore. It's almost like it's not even there. Now, the audio and video quality is far from perfect, but it is actually fantastic in my opinion, considering the price, how niche of a product market this is to begin with, the competition and their prices, and the overall size. The construction of this unit is super interesting. It's a strong, flexible plastic that just wraps around the eye cup retaining ring of your PVS-14, and it's very secure, though you will have to provide your own Allen wrench or Allen key in order to tighten the system and snug it down. One 5-minute clip is about 750 megabytes, or 75% of a gigabyte, which equals to be about 9 gigabytes per hour of recording. Just for reference, if you're going on a multi-hour hike, just keep that in mind for how much storage capacity you need personally. Do keep in mind though that this unit, again, records in 5-minute video clips. That has a positive and a negative. The positive being that some of the competition, they only record in little 1-minute video clips. 5 minutes, I think, is a beautiful sweet spot where it's a long enough time to get a lot into one clip without being so short that, especially in editing, you're just throwing a bunch of clips together. And they transition smoothly, so where one clip ends and another clip begins, there is essentially an effortless transition there. It reminds me of my dash camera, where the clips, it takes one long drive and turns it into a few clips that just fit seamlessly together. I'm happy to report that. The only thing that you have to keep in mind if you're making a video, the very last thing that you record, whenever you're finished recording it, you want to make sure that you continue to leave the unit on for at least another 5 or 6 minutes so that that specific clip that you recorded last is saved. You don't want to finish your video at the 2-minute mark and then turn the unit off. Well, guess what? 2 minutes is not a 5-minute clip, so it's actually not going to save that. So just keep in mind, whenever you're done recording, let the unit run for an extra 5 or 6 minutes. In practice, this is actually extremely easy to do. All you have to do is keep the unit recording while you're walking back to your vehicle or on your drive home. It won't hurt anything, and you'll be assured that your final clip has been recorded. Lastly, my friend, thank you for watching this video. If you laughed or learned, please do, again, comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Don't have a good day. Have a good night.